We're live, by the way. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just doing a little bit of alteration because Jesse's on the later side. Bosh. And yeah, a little bit of BTS. No worries about that one. Boom. A little bit of that on the Zoom. Boom. Are we ready? Because we're going to go large. Oh, look at that. It's like magic. I'm going to give it one of these ones. I'm going to give it one of these.
Showtime!
Hopefully that goes on for a little while. Oh, it's all gone wrong, isn't it? This is the wonders of live production. But here we are. And it's been a while. Like we tried this a little while ago. And it didn't go that well, to be honest. But hey, new regime, new thinking, new drinking, all of that stuff. And this is temporary. There we are. Oh, look at that, boy. That was good podcasting, that was deep podcasting. Is there still noise going on in the background, or is that us? Yeah, that's fine. Never mind. So yeah, we're trying to do a little bit of a live Undestructible vibe. That's obviously for all of the people that are on the Patreon. So, you know, in the immense effort of, I think the only thing that we can do at this point is record onto this computer, so we can release the audio as well, and it onto the page. Double down, double busy, double lively. Where is Jesse Page? No one knows. But here we are. So we're the Summer J. You're like a big boy on the show now, aren't you? You're like got a microphone, got everything. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't hate it. And yeah, whatevs, man. You've smashed it. Microphone, like I said, you're all in black. You sort of are trying to grow some sort of hair out. Mine's just laziness, and as is Jesse's. Jesse's probably trying to hide his identity from someone. That's what that's. Pure effort. I mean, it's fine, mate. It's fine. But yeah, what we wanted to do, patreon.com fighting words, as you can see at the bottom, and giving people a little bit of a taste. This probably won't be the best taste. Let's be honest about that, because we haven't done it live. Yeah, but it's all right. What are you talking about? I don't really know what your problem is. I feel like I'm grooming you a little bit online. I feel like when it's just you and me, it's a little bit groomy, isn't it? I feel like I should be offering you like a Power Rangers pog or something. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Do you want to talk about your boy Johnny before we wait? Just setting up, Jesse. Yeah. Listen, I don't want to be rude, and it's a good opportunity for some of the people that weren't going to get the opportunity to be large or good. It was the weakest of that lineup anyway, and it was held intrinsically on the fact that Callum Smith is WBC #1. We all like Callum. We all want him to smash it. I am going to leave my NHS spectacles on, by the way. I'm not changing it because like these aren't even prescription. I've been over this before. Oh, I can't hear his audio on the stream. Oh no. I wonder what that is. Your one, apparently, someone said. I mean, to be honest, these are disasters. I don't know how people do these. It's very, very stressful.
When we're in two different parts of the UK.
Yeah.
When we're in two different parts of the UK. I know, my one's working on my phone.
Yeah. Oh, someone's being a hater. Are you being a
Pure
hater?
hater.
You being a hater? Can't hear his audio.
It's back now. Ideal.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like, these people, it just came back. Chances are, whoever that was just, they just turned their back and just went, I can't hear it. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, these are not prescription bangers, much to the delight of certain friends of mine who said they're actually going to do more damage to my eyes, and this is good chat. This is good chat.
This is great chat.
great chat. We're just waiting for Jesse, to be honest. He's not the glue that keeps us together, but also he is ginger and he's got a majestic beard. Yeah, so you're saying, like, Johnny, feel a little bit sorry for him that he's now on this.
Well, it's unfortunate for Eddie, because if the main event got cancelled on any Liverpool card, on any London card, and Johnny was on the undercard,
oh, they just
wouldn't matter at all.
We've seen it before.
They would just bump him up to the main event, and because he was already selling out the majority of the arena anyway, so it wouldn't have made a difference. But I mean, I'm not sure what Johnny's.
Why does my hooter look so red? What's going on? Oh, there we are. Just the angle. My nose looks. Look here. Roots.
It's going to be hard for you to stay on a topic, isn't it, today?
Yeah, massively.
Massively
hard. I'm trying. I've been feeling quite manic lately. Paolo was a little bit disgusted. Yeah, Paolo was a little bit shocked to hear that I've been ready for the Great Hall since I was about 14. I don't know why he found that so strange. It's like, you've known me for probably 15 years now. When have I ever gave the vibe that I've got a lot to I want to live? You know what I mean? Anyway, there's no self-harm chat on this one because we're still in the early bit, aren't we? Yeah, 3 minutes in that. Johnny Fisher, continue.
Yeah, if it was like a York Hall or insert any small London venue, like it wouldn't have made a difference at all.
He's never fought at the York Hall, is he?
No, he did the what's the darts one? Ali Pali.
Oh yeah, Ali Pali's.
He did that one. And obviously he did Eddie Hearn's back garden.
Yeah.
I
like that he's now saying that Chris Lovejoy can just I'm not obviously going to fight Chris Lovejoy. That's that done.
Chris Lovejoy was calling out Francis Ngannou yesterday.
For $1 million, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mate, Francis wipes his ass on that. Like, imagine the deals that are coming out. Like,
Francis is getting loads of deals.
Yeah, Bellator are at the moment in chats with BlackRock and the WWE to co-fund him coming to, yeah. And then
Ngannou's had so many contracts. I mean, they're on about, I think since he's left UFC, I think Chisora, Dillian White, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, AJ, they've all been in, their name's been thrown about with him. Like, Francis can literally pick whoever he wanted.
Of course he can. Have you been on TKV stories today?
I haven't, no.
Them animals out in Houston are chopping logs. You know the picture of AJ chopping the log?
Yeah.
So TKV's out there with him, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they are chopping logs in sliders or just in socks. And it's just like axes and feet.
They don't go together.
They definitely don't go together. And it's well worth a little look. As we grow, we can hook a phone into this and present. The only problem with that last time is that I got a little bit too into the buttons. And
yeah, you do love a button.
I love a button.
Love a button. As a man with 2 stream decks.
Yeah, a little one, a big one. Johnny. I've said to you before, they're going to continue to keep Johnny around this level. Then, yeah. I mean, because he could be fighting for an English title comfortably.
Yeah,
no
100%. I mean, I think we looked at it, didn't we, at a previous Undestructible? And I think the last English champion was Hughie Fury.
Yeah. It might have been.
No, it was because you looked it up. So I'm pretty sure that belt must be vacant. Unless Hughie's just took it and ran.
Hughie's retired,
but yeah, exactly. So that belt in theory is vacant. I mean, there's so many decent. I think the one thing I'd like to see Johnny do is obviously he's on about he needs to step up rounds and get into the longer fights. But I would love for him to fight. Have a domestic, all English clash against someone. Not necessarily a big name, but just someone the UK audiences know that just has a bit more credibility than just getting matey from Czech Republic or matey from Poland. I like him to fight like a
Dave Allen.
Not even necessarily as high as Dave Allen, maybe just a Tommy Welsh or a Matty Harris, just someone that people know. Just so it just gives a bit more credibility and a bit more of a, even if it's just it sounds like a step up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. There we are.
Because it's obviously more marketable than just fighting a foreign guy they brought in.
Look at that. I mean,
That is a powerful
No?
setup right there.
That is proper power, isn't it?
Is the audio coming out right?
But
Yeah.
someone was hating on it, but you know that's their journey, and it is.
Someone's hating on the audio.
Someone was earlier, yeah, but it's okay. You know, we respect them and we respect it.
Huh.
You just on the ring stool?
Yeah, he's set up.
Nah,
Because
yeah.
well, last time he was in the studio, wasn't he? And he was just sitting on the back of a plyometrics box, and he was just uncomfortable.
I had nothing
the whole
to rest
time.
on. It was cold in there as well.
This is like some of the. This is like some of the shots in Creed 3. Mid round.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a grinder profile if ever I've seen one. That's an attitude photo shoot if ever I've seen one.
This is corner cam of Charlton versus Azim.
Who?
You know,
like
yeah,
a miniature version of me.
Is it
One
Ryan
that's got the
Charlton?
same muscle mass and the same body mass, but about a foot shorter.
Yeah, he is a lump, isn't he? But
Yeah, proper dense.
Yeah,
he's got the John Ryder arms as well, like proper, like stops at his hips.
Unit. Jess, we were just saying, like, obviously with that Liverpool card going a little bit awry, like Johnny's going to steal the show. I guarantee you that. What's he going to take up there? 1,000.
I think this could be the show that this could be the show that like he exceeds past just the Romford massive and starts actually getting some decent numbers of fans outside of his fan base.
Yeah, I could see the Scouts liking him a lot.
You should see. Obviously, I run the Romford Ball page. You should see people come from everywhere to watch him. I mean, there's a big Cornwall fan base for him in Newquay.
Is there?
That's random.
Load of lads for the Sheffield fight, because I went up with a few mates, and I saw on the socials like a big group of like 12, 20 lads from Newquay went up.
No one. I don't really know what a Newquay is. It sounds like a slur.
It's the only city in Cornwall.
The only city in Cornwall is Newquay.
Is that true? Is that like facts?
Yeah, does Falmouth count? Falmouth might count.
Definitely don't.
I don't know what constitutes a city, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, on the list, because obviously for people that don't know how this works, is that sometimes we talk about fights, sometimes we follow the list, sometimes we don't. Jess is eating in a boxing ring with a microphone, looking a little bit sort of like a movement coach, but a super aggressive one. I like it.
Move like this.
There is a bit of an echo somewhere. Are you playing the stream back?
No.
No, there's someone in
Might
the
just
gym.
be background.
Yeah, it's just someone in the gym.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ignore me.
Shout out Circulate. I don't know how many people are viewing. It's at least one. So respect. Maybe they get a little bit of new business. Love Circulate. Patreon.com, fighting words. Let me press the button. Let me press that magic button. Boom. Explain.co.uk. Thank you very much for sponsorship. Market Squawk. Thank you very much. And obviously all of the patrons, all 9 of you, the Legion, as we grow. It's the main reason we're doing this on the lives. We're going to give it a little go for a little bit, try and grow things out, because how sick would it be to be paid a decent amount of money to talk nonsense? That's the dream.
I mean, we've seen how many people actually do it in real life.
Paid something to talk nonsense.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It would be nice. On the list, first of all, I enjoyed very, very much today the £1 million blackmail nonsense, because it came up a little while ago, didn't it, with Conor and Junior, where he was like, "Yeah, you tried to blackmail me for £1 million," and no one said.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, but they've been talking about it today, because apparently, like, he's like, "Oh yeah, I failed 2 drug tests," and Eubank went, "All right," and then they went, "You still want the fight to go ahead?" And he was like, "Yeah, we'll definitely do the fight, but gonna cost you."
I mean, it seems kind of reasonable, to be honest. If
I don't
you
think
can go in,
does it?
I don't know, Jess. You failed 2 drug tests, and you present it to the opponent, and then they say, "Are we still going to carry on doing this?" And
yeah, I don't think it's a case of like that. Sounds like it's the fair thing to do. It's more so just like, what else are you going to do?
Yeah, look, like
kind of thing.
Well, it's either the fight doesn't go on and they don't get paid, or Eubank stepping in the ring with a juiced Conor Benn,
allegedly juiced,
which is allegedly juiced Conor Benn, like in theory, that's putting his life at risk more. Therefore, I suppose he should get paid more for it.
See, I'm quite glad that.
Well, it's
that
not
fight,
just the paid more; it's the blackmail thing. It's not that he was asking for money from like the board or from the promoters, was
See,
it?
now, but do we say that that's blackmail, or do we call that maybe?
But at the same time, it's like whatever, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that's blackmail. I'd just say that's good business.
I would say,
you've got
yeah,
to pay
I would
me.
say, I would say that I would
fucked
use the
up
words
potential contract.
subterfuge, negotiation. That's all I'm gonna say.
I haven't got a dictionary. I don't know what that means.
There's a little bit.
I can't figure that one out in time.
You've done negotiations is the thing you don't do, which is weird because it's part of the people's chess. Sort of. Everything's 250 quid and up in it. You know what I mean? Everything's yeah. I think
Depending on the time of day.
I think he's well within his rights to say, look. I mean, I think a bar may be a little bit sauce, but
it could also be that he's just like putting numbers out there that are guaranteed to be too high, to be too much. Like, let me just tell you, let me just throw these figures at you that I know you lot ain't
hold on. What isn't being said in the subtext is because they ended this, they killed this 2 days before the fight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But they knew they must have had these conversations, even if it was a day before the day it got cut. That means that they'd already said, have you fucking extra money to make this fight happen? Otherwise, they wouldn't even be bringing it up. So no one's saying anything on that one. Because it
and that also then leans in that side of things, that leans towards saying that they were trying to cover all costs.
Fact. I mean, we were chatting the other night about like no one. I don't think I've ever seen Robert Smith go after anyone personally like this before. He's like put the hail out to everyone to say this is not.
Don't think, but he hasn't. Like I have never seen the board do that.
No, same.
This is the first. Like, when or why would the board have gone out their way to do something like this?
I don't know. Did you have you watched the Piers Morgan thing?
Only bits of it. Conor looks like he's just tripping over his own words all the time.
Yeah, I can't.
Which is a bit weird.
I couldn't quite figure it out.
It's a weird choice, like you said. Like, why Morgan? Why Piers Morgan of all people?
It's either they paid the most or
they were trying to go with like a non-affiliated, a non-associated link.
Yeah.
Or maybe no one else is willing to
do the biggest name,
the biggest.
Yeah.
Like, it could be that no one wants to do it because they're like, well, I don't want to then put myself on the bad side of the board. So I'm not going to get involved at all yet.
Yeah, but he is now, and he's decided to make that move. And like, I don't understand why. I mean, like, you know what? You want to get your voice out to the biggest platform. Maybe Piers is the biggest platform, and we're just absolute donkeys that don't understand. But I would have thought you would go with Coogan.
That is, yeah, but let's think about it. Coogan and IFL and TalkSport, they're a niche platform. Whereas Piers Morgan probably has a bigger reach. And all he's looking to do is he's going against the board. He's not just going against like boxing fans and boxers and stuff now. So he just wants to have as many people aware behind him as possible.
But why
you got to look at the
going against the board though? I don't understand why he's got so much.
Well, the board are going against him more than anything.
No. But
he's on smoke. He wants to go against everyone at the moment.
But also, don't say things like that. But also, if you step back and you're just like, but they have kind of done their job, dude. You did fail 2 drug tests, and they have stopped you from fighting. Yes, they may have handled it poorly. Yes, they have done it maybe as late as they could possibly go to the 11th hour, as it were. But they did stop you after 2 failed drug tests, and from the board's perspective, like that is probably the right call, especially in retrospect, seeing what happened to Junior against Liam. I'm not saying that Conor would have done that.
It's not saying that would have happened, but it's still.
I would have thought it'd be more
still
likely
down at
to
that
happen.
way. And
exactly.
if Conor was hitting how he did hitting
awful.
His last couple of fights.
Yeah. I mean, do you think if he didn't knowingly ingest this stuff, right?
As in, if he did it on purpose.
Yeah, I don't think he has knowingly done this because he just seems so. I know he's a bit hard to be around. I think most of the time anyway. He just seems a little bit aggy, isn't he, all the time? But with that one, like he's a broken man, and it's really hard to decide whether it is between like the burden of consequence that's landed all up on him, or I mean, but they've already moved on. They're already talking about Imamani in June in Abu Dhabi. Bothered.
Well, that's like close to confirmed, isn't it?
Well, they said that, but like Ben Shalom was saying that they're going to announce the rematch formally next week. But then Eddie Hurd come out and said, "Oh, that's funny, because he's talking about fighting Conor Benn in June in Abu Dhabi." Eddie always wins. So yeah. What did you say Benson just announced?
What about Usyk and Dubois?
Oh, is it? Oh God, yeah.
What, officially?
No.
Nah, so apparently if Fury doesn't take the fight, they're going to be looking at the mandatories, and Dubois first on the list.
You know, it's really hard to be any like if you're one of them geezers, it's like, because Fury, no one liked him, and he had to change around, and now he's like sort of an anti-hero, love him.
Yeah, whatever. I remember when he went out to fight Klitschko the first time.
Yeah, no one gave a fuck.
Barely anyone was even interested in him. Like, there were a few boxing fans that knew of his level. Not many people liked him at the same time.
And it was a boring
fight,
dude.
It was, but still a win, isn't it?
Yeah, massive.
Don't matter how boring it is. But it's that thing of like, even after that win, he was still in the same boat. It wasn't until his resurgence post comeback that he actually gained some fans.
Yeah, and it
boxing fans are like the most fickle of all fans.
No, that's what like even like Ryan Garcia said that today. He was just like,
oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
that's a like very big quote for him. It's fact. You know,
and the thing is we don't see that often said or even mentioned about from the States. We've known that it's like that here. Like, ever since AJ brought a whole new wave of boxing fans or fans, we've seen the most fickle of people turning up and loving someone one day and hating them and wanting to fall, or watching them fail and being like, no, I didn't like them anyway. I knew they were shit. Like,
it's like, yeah, with AJ, like, whenever people ask, oh, what are you working on at the moment? Who are you working with at the moment? I'll be like, oh, I'm working on AJ's next fight. They'll be like, why is AJ still fighting? Shouldn't he just retire? He's lost against Usyk twice. I went, yeah, but Usyk's one of the best boxers probably of all time. Yeah, but he lost against him twice.
He's still young. He's still fit. He's still strong. He's still growing. He's still getting better. Like, he's not had that many fights. He's a heavyweight. They can box for longer. He's not had bad losses. He's not been knocked out cold twice in a row.
He's carried the British scene, like boxing scene, for years now.
All you've got to do is just look
even
at
down to
in the past and look how long they fought for.
Yeah.
Like, boxers of the past.
Like, from like where is Fury? This is it. He's not been seen since that weird.
No, he's just gone missing.
He just don't give an F to Geezer.
I think he stopped caring.
Fuck to Geezer. You know what I mean?
I think he stopped caring after the first Wilder win.
Nah, you think? Second Wilder win?
No, because the second Wilder win, he came in strong, but he weren't as about. Like, he weren't in the media. He weren't really like there, but he was selling. He was selling the first one.
Yeah, I just don't get the Geezer
first win,
anymore.
Not the first fight. The first win.
First win. Oh yeah, the second fight. Yeah, I don't get him anymore, right? Because the Geezer's just a walking contradiction for a start. Like,
always has been.
Why? Yeah, he has, and you know, obviously it's Traveller Magic, and I respect that heavily because it is part of the culture, right? I just don't get why this is such a hard thing to make. I know there's a lot of money at stake. Everyone's going to make their cash. You have their money on the pay-per-view stuff, so either you're not confident in your ability to sell. Usyk's not going to be a pay-per-view draw, but the spectacle is the pay-per-view draw. So what you do with that, you have to
it being heavyweight boxing is a pay-per-view draw.
This is undisputed heavyweight boxing,
and
it sells itself.
Usyk is now a draw post dominating AJ, I'd say.
Yeah, because
post
everyone
knows
of him now because of it.
Yeah. Like, I just don't think he's a pay-per-view draw unless he's fighting an AJ or a Fury, or that's about it really.
Like a
Wilder maybe
big British name.
Yeah, it's got to be a big British name, like you, and it's probably got to be here, or or Saudi for the P's. But yeah, like, I don't think it happens anymore. You know, I was pretty sure it was going to happen this week.
All over
I don't think it's going to happen end of April now. Like,
no, it'd be December, maybe early next year if it happens. And then, like you're saying, if like most of the time when Benson reports something, it's 80-90% accurate. So
yeah,
I mean, if we're starting with Fury, Usyk, and ending with Usyk, Dubois, that's a bit of a hard fall.
That makes it hard to sell Usyk after.
Imagine that build.
Not because. I mean, it was. I think that Usyk would be pushed to his limit of.
Would you like to see the picture that
winding people up in the weirdest of ways?
Mate, I can't. Honestly, can't.
It'll be a boring build up.
Oh.
I'm not even sure where that would sell. To be honest,
purse bids nowhere.
Like I can't see Saudi being interested in it, but then at the same time,
it would be in London.
Copper box.
Copper box.
Yeah, copper box is too expensive.
Usyk at the OVO. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine?
Get to see him close and personal at least.
That'd be good value for money.
Not bad for us.
Down at the Indigo, mate. Bad times. Sure.
Usyk Dubois in the Indigo.
One of, if not one of the top 3 to 5 cruiserweights of all time.
Yeah.
And currently contending to be one of the greatest heavyweights of this time. Contending to, and he can't get a fight.
No.
And can't sell out arenas. It's embarrassing for boxing.
It's weird though, isn't it? Because he is so sellable and so Fury. Obviously, Fury.
And they're fascinating people, and they're so different from anyone else in the sport.
Mm. They are.
It's just a shame that the mandatories are all crap, aren't they? Like that's what I suppose mandatory opponents are there for. Door shut. Yeah. That's what mandatory opponents are there for. They're there for if you can't get the big fights to have someone there. But then everyone that's there.
Silly.
Well, it is. Come on.
No, it's not. It's when you've earned your shot, is what the mandatory is for. When the sanctioning body has deemed that you are the number one and you are the next in line to fight.
But the rankings are so corrupt. Does it actually mean that?
Sometimes, every now and again, it does. Like when Usyk beat AJ, that was because he was the mandatory for the WBO, right?
Corrupt. Just because it's corrupt, it doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, who are the heavyweight mandatories? You got Dubois,
Joyce,
Hrgovic, and Joyce.
That's it.
That's the only 3.
Yeah, there's not a mandatory for the WBC at the minute. It's in chaos, isn't it?
WBC is the most
give him
wild
Joyce then. Just get rid of Dubois. Give him Joyce.
But they won't though.
They won't, but I'd prefer that.
That's the thing is the Dubois fight is the chance to finally cash out and capitalize on Dubois.
Yeah, he'll be doing that double quick.
Yeah.
Never to be seen
because
again.
That's not been a thing yet, has it? He's not been able to cash out on him yet.
No, and I think the only thing is if they run it back with Joyce.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't mind.
No chance. Dubois won't do that, I don't think. I think he may be potentially traumatized after that fight.
I wouldn't be surprised.
The one where his leg.
I don't think anyone would ever want to fight Joyce. Yeah, I don't think anyone wants. No, that was the one where
his face.
No, that was against.
Yeah. I don't think anyone that's lost to Joyce wants to fight Joyce again.
No, I don't think so either. I think
he's like a better BF. After a fight with him, you're just different. You're broken.
Yeah.
It's because punching Joyce's head probably hurts your hand more than his head. That's probably why.
He's just smashing you to pieces with anything that touches you.
And he's so unorthodox how he boxes as well.
Yeah, everything about that geezer's wrong, but he doesn't do anything to Usyk.
Yep.
He doesn't do anything.
No.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see him
because of the movement.
Yeah.
No, I want to see
the movement
him
that undoes him.
Him and Wilder.
Him and Wilder is an interesting one.
Yeah.
Him and Wilder would be the easiest sell. Imagine like the 24/7 where it's the hardest head.
Force piece to movable objects. Like straight away.
It's the hardest head in boxing versus the hardest punch.
Yeah.
What gives first?
Here we go. I don't know why I'm thinking of this now, but we had Linus on Sunday, which is out on YouTube and about to go out on audios. We had Raven Chapman last night. What an absolute treat and a delight. Fancy her a little bit. Is what it is.
Agreed.
There we go. Two's up. Eiffel Tower on that one. Welcome back anytime, Raven. And then on Sunday, I believe we've got Medieval, haven't we? We've got Sandy Ryan.
Yes, we've got Sandy.
Which is one of your book, isn't it, I believe? Interesting. It's going to be interesting.
What
a week. International Women's Week. Double
Plus
queens.
we got the Dan Aziz live stream on Saturday.
Dan Aziz live stream Saturday. That's huge. Ewan is limited. So just to give you a little bit of a brief one.
Did we say 8 or 10?
8 is on 8. Paolo was telling me yesterday, shout out producer Paolo, that Ewan may or may not have spent a night sleeping on the streets of Porto this weekend. May or may not have done. And apparently very recently he got lost in a forest
Saturday night,
as well.
I'm getting the full story.
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's
the same forest AJ and TKB have been running around.
No, they're in Houston, in Texas. Like Ewan, obviously the gift that keeps on giving. Bless him. Can't wait. Right, what else was on that list? As well, does Summer Joe? How's Carnival going for you? Sam's on.
It's actually
look how
it's actually going all right.
This is the answer to Carnivore.
I know. I've gone through at least 3-4 pints of milk a day.
No, you need at least a litre a day.
A litre?
Yeah.
Well, that's expensive for the old card. No, it's been going all right, actually.
It means that the Devil Week is only about 3 days as opposed to 2 weeks.
So I haven't had any problems yet.
You're early.
Yeah, you're only 2 days in, dude. It's like all of a sudden something just goes and you're in trouble.
This is my fourth
and you
day.
clock it and it will happen in the most uncomfortable of ways and places. You'll be like in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll be working and you'll be like a presser and you'll be like, oh.
Dude, Carnivore is like true big shat fucking splat. Seal it up. You're like, oh mate, this is bad times. I can't wait. You're gonna be like, oh yeah.
It's going all right now. I'm feeling good from it. Like, the energy levels and that have been good.
Yeah, the
energy don't necessarily drop.
No.
But I'm only 4 days in.
If anything, your energy goes up. Like you pretty much know what you're going to be feeling by the end of the 4th day. You're
well,
like,
that's what
ketosis.
That's what
feeling. You're feeling the power of an ancient fuel source that no one else can ever compare to. Is what you're feeling.
When I went through a bit of a black hole,
and then you're going to get cold as hell. You're going to start getting cold in about 2 weeks.
You're fueled legitimately by death. And there's nothing better than being fueled by death. Exclusively.
Death, blood, and just remorse.
Yeah. You only consume cruelty now. So when you're out with your birds giving it that down at Prisms, when they're like, oh my God.
I can't go to prison now.
Why?
I can't go to any bars or clubs and not drink, so I can't go.
You can drink on cans.
I guess you kind of need to do 2 weeks of strict, don't you?
Yeah.
2 weeks of strict, then you can have a drink.
I think that the liver needs a little bit of a break anyway. So,
listen, you already know my view on the pain of the human experience. So I have no idea what you're talking about because we should all be drunk at all times. At all times. Anyway,
should we talk Jake Paul and Floyd?
I did want to meet. Oh, Jess. Messaged you today, like Heist for his exhibition tour. He's called it Heist.
I know.
How did we not know that it was called Heist?
We was calling it a heist when we were there, and we didn't even know that's what it was called.
As ambassadors to Wakanda, that was just the show. Was again wild.
Do you know how many dates are left on it?
He had like 5 or 6 dates left on it.
Did he cancel all of them?
Huh?
Has he cancelled all the dates?
No, he's continuing it.
That's amazing.
And it's called Heist. Like,
do you know where the next one is?
Germany, I think, or France.
Should we try and guess who he's going to be fighting on that?
In France?
Yeah.
Some French dude. Probably.
God knows. Some Savat. It's Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Yeah? No one else.
There's a French version of Geordie Shore that you can plug it in.
Oh, there has to be. What, the
Well, it's gotta
Birits?
be.
They just call it the Birits. It's not the same. You can't call it Nice, can you? They probably just call it Riviera or Monaco or some shit. Anyway.
And they're
Made in
doing
Monaco.
those with
Made in Monaco.
everything.
That was already a thing, I think.
That's definitely a thing.
Hello. What did you forget? Okay. Sure. Whatever.
But no, it'd be interesting to see who he's fighting on them.
No, I don't think it will be. I think it was.
It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what he says after he's done them all and be like, "You stupid people!
He
I
used
just
to do
literally took you for a run,
and
none of you stopped
another
me.
$500 million. Mate,
he needs to do one against, like Rocky when he fought Hulk Hogan. He needs to do one against like a super heavyweight wrestler / bodybuilder.
He's already done that, hasn't he? He's already done a wrestler.
Yeah, he did that.
He's done wrestling, years ago.
Floyd's done everything
Against the Big Show.
He's made money everywhere.
Yeah, he busted his head, didn't he? Punched him clean in the belly. I don't think he was meant to, but he did.
No, he just did it.
Well, right, so run me through what happened, because I couldn't really see it. I just saw that like Floyd was rolling with the crew, and Jake was
50 of the crew
standing just in the line.
So Jake comes out. He's coming out of the arena. It's post game.
Yeah.
And
it's after an NBA game.
Yeah, Floyd's got 50 of his entourage with him.
You reckon it's all the people that were in his entrance against Chalmers?
That's it.
No,
when the locker room just emptied and everyone just came with him.
So many people. Right.
But Jake was on his own, by the looks of it, or maybe just like one person with him or something. And they've surrounded him or like got all as close to him as possible.
Yeah.
And they're giving it to him a little bit about, so you're not so brave after you lost, blah, blah, whatnot else. And then then they start going, let's jump him. Let's get him. Let's beat this fool up. And then you just see Jake turn around to do Usain Bolt, which you're an idiot if you don't.
Yeah,
you got 50 people saying they're going to jump you.
Yeah,
you run.
And the people that Floyd roll with as well aren't small people.
No,
even 50 small people is a problem.
Yeah,
50 is a lot of people.
It's a lot. Do you remember that 124/7 where there was someone parked in the car parking space and Floyd wanted it, so he had the bouncers move the car.
Yeah,
they picked it up, Sam, and walked.
That's the size of the people that are doing it. Each of them is probably the size of 10 people.
Jake's limbs would just get pulled off one by one.
Yeah, honestly, there was probably
he'd get the William Wallace treatment.
Yeah. Mate, so what does this mean now then? Does this mean that they're doing Jake and Floyd now, or is
but I don't think Jake will do an exhibition fight.
Jake wants to do that.
Jake will only do Floyd if it's a real fight.
What was him?
Because Jake wasn't giving it at this point. It literally was just Floyd's lot there ready.
Imagine if Jake pulls the 1 in 50-1.
I mean, I don't want to.
I mean, no, but
no.
Like we've seen how little ability of boxing Jake has, and he can only hit a standing target. So
rude, Jesse,
the truth is out
there.
He
went 8 rounds with a professional boxer.
Wait, what's your
He's got a chin on him
down.
He's got a chin on him, and that's all. He wouldn't lay a glove on Floyd.
You're a millennial as well, Jess. Is JJ KSI?
Yes.
Why is he JJ? I thought he was KSI.
That's his name.
His
name's JJ.
His name's JJ.
So he's only ever got initials as names.
Yes.
What is JJ? Does JJ stand for something?
That's shit, isn't it?
No, his name's JJ Olatunji.
So JJ does stand for something.
So JJ's...
It's abbreviated.
No, that's his last name.
What, JJ?
What, JJ?
No.
Olatunji is his last name.
Olatunji. That's his last name.
Okay, fine. That's fine.
Yeah, but JJ?
That's his first name.
As in 2 letters?
It's probably abbreviated from something. Do you want to have a look?
JJ and Deji. Which is
and then Deji.
And then Deji. Is there any other siblings?
Olajade Olatunji.
Oh, he's Nigerian?
Yeah.
Okay. Respect.
I don't know what Deji's first name is.
Pretty Deji. Deji Olatunji.
Oh, Deji doesn't have a wiki.
Oh, that's a tragedy.
Oh no, yeah, he does. It's just further down. Oh no, he doesn't.
Slap, isn't it?
That's a proper mug off, isn't it? If you ain't even got a wiki, what you even doing? I've got a wiki. Made it myself.
Yeah.
Made it myself.
You made the Fighting Words wiki yet? No, the fan wiki.
There's no Fighting Words wiki. There's none of that.
Lives in
not yet.
Doesn't need it.
No, I want to see what else is on the list because, like, honestly, the audio problems and the video at the beginning of this harshed my vibe quite a lot, Sam. You saw it harsh my vibe.
I do. Do you want to talk about Garcia Tank?
I do, actually.
Yeah.
I want to talk more about Tank's coat because that was huge.
Tank's coat
huge coat.
Was Eubank Junior level.
I think it was better.
I think it crushed Junior's one.
Yeah.
It was even beyond the KFC coat.
We need a stream of you guys wearing something similar.
We've got to go down Oxfam and get some of them, haven't we?
Yeah.
The only place...
Find a thrift store and just...
Yeah. The only place that those garments exist outside of, like, high-end couture is in, like, an Oxfam or a British Heart Foundation. Jess, we should do some. You can't swing a cat round here for charity shops. There's an Oxfam. Sam's gone. Where's Sam gone?
Sorry, I'm here.
There he is.
There you
go.
It's the same as Kentish Town. Straight down Kentish Town. I think it's the street with the most charity shops. There's like 8 on the shortest high street going.
Yeah, you could get a pink fur coat easy.
I want purple, but no Tank. Do you know what? I like how unbelievably positive and confident Ryan Garcia is. And I know he is that way, and I know that, it is just what it is. But there is nothing about that gives him anything. And what I like is no matter how much he, looks like a little boy band guy and how much he sounds like a strange influencer man-child thing, he's actually a proper fighter. And when he's there, eyes to eyes with Tank, who is probably one of the more terrifying humans to be eye to eye with, despite him only being 5'5", he's not fussed at all. And I mean,
no, he believes in himself.
He really does.
Massively.
Yeah. I'm actually quite high. I think that is my favourite fight outside of USYK Fury, just because of... It would be nice for Sam to see an undisputed heavyweight champion, because he's never seen one before. You've barely seen one before.
Klitschko was.
He was not undisputed.
Oh, was he not? No.
Lennox was the last one.
Lennox was.
Yeah. Yeah, they always had that one lurking belt. You know what I mean? What was you talking about, Sam? Oh, Ryan Garcia. Yeah.
Ryan and Tank.
Yeah. I'm about it. I like it. I think it's a great fight.
I think it's a necessary... It's one of the more necessary fights. It's up there with the Crawford Spence's and the
fading a little bit.
you've just the caffeine just slowed down. It's just gone
the wall.
Need to get a bit more sugar in me or something.
That division's got some good fights in there, but like they're all like near the top now. That they got to start fighting division. Each other.
That is the fight I think that's most necessary.
Yeah,
that needs to happen because they're the two that have got a bit of needle with each other. To be honest, Tank doesn't look like he's got needle with him. Tank doesn't seem to care about anything. He's that confident that he's got the most devastating hands in the weight. Whatevs.
You've almost got like a mini tournament going because you've got Haney Loma, then you've got Tank Garcia, and then you would like to think the winners would fight each other, and then I think that's that division kind of wrapped up. It's got some
Tank
good fights.
Tank does have intentions to go up in weight though, doesn't he? So
it's a bit weird that they've put all of these because they didn't put any of the rehydration things in for Mario Barrios, but they have done for Ryan. He's got a £10 rehydration.
That says the Tank usually rehydrates immensely.
It's the Tank lot that have done it to Ryan. So Ryan's only allowed to be a certain size, all this other stuff. If you weren't that fast, I mean, they must... What I like about Tank is that Tank isn't dismissive of nigh on any opponent. Like, he'll say, I'm going to bang him out, but he's never like, this guy's...
He's been open and honest about it all.
And he said that Ryan's a fast fighter.
Thing is that's a proper Mayweather. That's a proper Mayweather move. Like, Mayweather was never in any doubt of the fact that he would win and how he'd win. No. But he'd still put all of those things in. And Tank has taken that on board. He's realised that, like, it don't matter if you're 100% chance likely to win. Stack all the odds in your favour. So
it makes it look even better when Evan wins.
True.
Why are you not?
Because then it leads everyone to.
Yeah, why is your lot not more hyped about? Because like Tank and Ryan are the future. They're like young boxers. Yeah, what like your demo. You're too
and Ryan's an influencer as close to it comes to. Like
I think
he's big on
more
Instagram
people,
and big on socials.
More people I know would probably know Tank over Garcia. But I think it just comes down to, I mean, it's the same with me. Like, you know, I work in boxing, but like in terms of anything that happens on that side of the world, like I'm not the most knowledgeable. Like anything that goes on in America, I'm not the most knowledgeable about.
Yeah, but Garcia is definitely a social media presence.
Yeah, but I think I don't think he's broke England like that.
No,
I think if Garcia announced a fight after
he's been linked with the Paul brothers for a long time, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's done stuff with them for years.
Mates. Yeah, they do like Gymshark stuff together, all manner of stuff. I'd like to be sponsored by Gymshark. If anyone knows any one of the two viewers that are on right now, if they know anyone,
I'll wear Gymshark girl pants if it gets us a sponsorship.
Yeah, yeah. You know, this morning when we had a little bit of a failure. And I was left to clang and bang in the Iron Paradise alone. All good. There was like two birds. Like she literally was just wearing no booty shorts. They were just like pulled up her Gary, and you're just like, she's very aggressive, Flower. She's very aggressive. I can see some discoloration, is what I can see. You can see where the bleach needs to happen. It was
not on International Women's Week.
No, it's International Women's Day.
It's day.
Day.
A week dilutes it. It's a day.
Right, let's go around the table, fireside chat table, and say which was the favourite bants of the International Women's Day. I'll go first. The one that I saw, which was "When is it over? Because I'm starving." That was hilarious. That's just classic.
That wins.
You went out, and now you're not going out. Oh wow. Okay. There we are. Jess, did you see any clangers? That one. Sam?
That
any
wins
of your boys?
Easily.
I haven't seen anything more than that, but I think that's because you sent it to me.
You absolute fucking coward. Coward and a non-patriot.
I did some great graphics for International Women's Day, that's all I'm saying.
Right, fine. Are you less terrified of the matriarchy yet?
I'm terrified of everything.
You are a little bit, aren't you?
You're from Cornwall. We'll accept that. That will change gradually.
A little bit. What is it that you're scared of? What's your deepest fear, Sam?
In terms of what? What in general?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, how deep are we going to go?
Very deep. Hold on.
But this podcast is more you saying something and us getting cancelled before we get started.
What are you talking about? I ain't said anything bad.
Whatever.
Yet.
We've all said bad things ever, but like today I ain't done any, I don't think.
It only takes one story.
I tell you. Yeah, like, listen. On International Women's Day, I did not do a Michaela Mayer, Joe Joyce thingy and some other guy post, and it did not say blacked.com underneath it. That is progress. Will that happen this week? Highly likely, because I've still got it on my phone ready to go. But it didn't happen yesterday, which was a big day. You know?
Instead, it was just sent, which is powerful.
Yeah, exactly. Anywho, I don't think there's anything more to bring up. Sam, you've hurt my feelings for talking about me not staying on topic or whatever. I don't even remember what you were saying.
I didn't say that earlier, didn't I?
Fighting words. We will continue to try and truck along on this. I think we can make this work maybe once every 2 weeks or so. It's quite stressful.
Yeah.
You see how stressed I am. I'm super stressed. Like Jesse's, look, he's sitting. That's like the background on the boy is out of control, isn't it? Puts your
it's good. It is good.
Puts your bedspread to shame.
It does. It really does.
What are we going to do about your background, Sam?
We're going to have to get like a curtain or something in the middle that I can just put across.
Well, the thing is,
one of those like pop-up ones.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm not going to be in this room this time next year.
Even
so
more pop-up one, it doesn't matter, does it? Like,
this time next year.
Well, I'm leaving this house in September, so.
Where are you going?
That's a long time away.
We're not sure yet.
Oh, you're saying that the hype house continues, but the hype house moves on?
The hype house might continue. The hype house might die.
The hype house will never die.
The hype house will live forever.
You can never let a hype house die.
No, you can never.
It has to live on forever. Exactly. And there's got to be at least one man that will be the one that's responsible for keeping it alive.
Yeah, even into his early 40s when he really shouldn't.
And potentially later.
Yeah.
That man was Ewan.
Well, to be fair, I was the reason that Ewan left the hype house. So I took his room in the hype house. Yeah. So
you that guy?
I'm not the guy, because obviously this is not a hype house, Sam.
Is the hype house living through Fighting Words?
Could be.
Your own virtual hype house NFT metaverse.
It was Geezer at work, right? And I said to him, what are you doing this weekend? Last week this was, maybe the week before. And he said to me that he was doing a VR PS5. But he said it to me like I knew what it was. And he also said it to me like, of course he was doing that. And I'm just still quite surprised that happened. Like, did you, I mean, and that he was showing me, it's like there's a drum game. And I'm like, oh yeah. So you got a thing on your phone.
Oh yeah. What about just buy a drum kit? Learn to play an instrument.
Mate. No, that'd be too easy. You got to do it in the metaverse.
Do you in the metaverse. On that note, patreon.com fighting words. Shout out to X-Brain. Shout out Market Squawk. Maybe we'll never go next week after. Who knows? You know what I mean? We continue moving forward. Medieval Sandy Ryan on Sunday. Linus is out. Have a little listen to Linus. He's got tickets available for his fight on the 25th. Also, Raven Chapman's fighting on the 25th of March, as is Lawrence Okolie.
We're going to double stream on that one?
Yeah, we're going to have a go. We're going to have a go.
Join the live stream this Saturday.
Yeah, we've got live stream this Saturday for Dan Aziz, claiming the EBU and the new against some guy named Thomas in Paris. It's not the best card, that one, is it? Like, Yoka versus Takam, fine. Lauren Price, fine. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally it's a Dan card.
Yeah. Well, it's like just a floating along one.
Yeah. Just to keep
It'll be entertaining, but it will be one that you kind of like.
Having Takam as the co-main, though, it's good value for money, that card.
Yeah, didn't Yoka just get done on a load of drug charges? I thought he got done on roid charges.
That doesn't matter in France.
Because Yoka was the one that took Joe Joyce, wasn't it, and took his gold.
Yeah.
Because I thought Joyce beat him. Anywho, controversy Saturday.
Shout out Joyce.
It's already up on the thing. Hit the notification button. Like, rate, subscribe. You can leave a super abusive 5-star review on iTunes if you want. I don't care. As long as it's 5 stars, no one cares.
Slag us off, but leave a 5-star.
Yeah, exactly. Help the algo.
Yeah, be vicious with it. Thank you. Patreon.com. Bye.